If I told you I spent one night in the wild and something followed me, you might think I'm exaggerating. But that night didn't just scare me, it rewired the way I think about fear, freedom, and what it means to really live. It all started when my best friend Alex had what he called a genius idea. He came to me, all excited, and said, "Bro, one night, no phones, no maps, just nature and our survival instincts." I looked at him deadpan and replied, "Alex, my survival instinct is to not go into the woods." But, after a little convincing and a lot of eye-rolling, I reluctantly agreed. Looking back, that was my first mistake. The drive into the mountains was beautiful, I'll give him that. We were surrounded by these epic, cinematic landscapes, dense forests, glistening rivers, and that golden sunlight breaking through the leaves. For the first few hours, it was actually magical. No notifications pinging, no deadlines looming, just the sound of the wind and my own thoughts, which, to be honest, were already starting to question my life choices. Especially when I was carrying way too much gear and tripping over every single route on the trail. Alex, of course, found this hilarious. "Man, you brought a whole kitchen," he teased. I shot back, "It's called being prepared, Alex." Prepared. We finally found the perfect spot to set up camp beside a quiet stream. As we got a fire going and started roasting marshmallows, a sense of peace settled in. The city felt a million miles away. For a moment, I thought, you know what? Maybe this was a good idea after all. Spoiler alert. It wasn't. As dusk fell, the forest transformed. The vibrant greens turned to deep dark shadows, and the cheerful sounds of the day were replaced by an unnerving silence. The fire crackled, casting long, dancing shadows around us. The crickets, which had been chirping just moments before, suddenly went quiet. Alex turned to me and said, "Dude, isn't it crazy how quiet it gets?" I gave a nervous laugh. "Yeah, crazy quiet. Live. Horror movie quiet." And that's when we heard it. A distinct snap of a branch in the darkness just beyond the firelight. We both froze. Alex whispered, "Did you hear that?" I tried to play it cool. "Nope. And I'd like to keep it that way." But then, another rustle, closer this time. The tension was so thick, you could cut it with a knife. We tried to stay calm, just two brave men defending a campfire. With a plastic fork and a bag of marshmallows. I grabbed my flashlight, my hand shaking, and swept the beam across the tree line. That's when I saw them. Two glowing eyes, reflecting the light, staring right back at us. A low growl seemed to vibrate through the ground. My heart was pounding in my chest. "Alex, please tell me that's a reflection." He didn't answer. The creature took a hesitant step forward into the faint light of our fire. My mind was racing, picturing every monster from every scary movie I'd ever seen. And then, it stepped fully into view. It was a deer, an innocent, majestic, absolutely terrifying deer. That nearly ended my entire bloodline. The moment the realization hit, Alex just burst out laughing. He was doubled over, tears streaming down his face. I finally managed to breathe and said, "Bro, I saw my life flash before my eyes and, honestly, it was pretty disappointing." After the laughter faded and the fire burned low, the forest settled back into its quiet rhythm. The stars came out, painting the night sky with a brilliance you just don't see in the city. And once my heart rate dropped below die-in hamster, something inside me changed. The silence wasn't scary anymore. It was peaceful, truly peaceful. I just sat there, looking up at the countless stars, breathing deeply. And in that profound stillness, I realized how much noise I live with every single day. The constant stress, the social media comparison, the endless chasing of things that, in the grand scheme, don't really matter. But out here, it was just me, the trees, and the sound of my own heartbeat. It was a kind of clarity I hadn't felt in years. Alex, sensing the shift, quietly said, "Hey man, thanks for coming." I smiled, feeling a genuine sense of gratitude. "Yeah, just remind me next time that peace and panic are apparently the same thing." We shared a soft laugh, the firelight flickering on our faces. As the stars began to fade, and dawn painted the sky with soft hues of pink and orange, the forest came alive again with the sound of birds chirping. Watching that sunrise, sitting on a rock by the glimmering river, I felt completely renewed. That night taught me something I didn't expect to learn. Fear isn't the enemy we think it is. It's a doorway. It's a signal to wake up and pay attention. When you step through it, you find what's been missing all along: clarity. It's only when everything gets stripped away, the comfort, the noise, the illusion of control, that you can finally hear what life's been trying to tell you. As we packed up, Alex looked over at me, a grin on his face. "So, another night out here next week?" I laughed. Let's not ruin a good ending. That single adventure completely rewired my mind. It reminded me that fear doesn't mean stop, it means listen. It means you're alive. And sometimes, the scariest, most uncomfortable places are exactly where you need to go. Because that's where you truly find out who you really are. Thanks for joining me on this story. If it resonated with you, I'd love it if you'd hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures. See you in the next one.